stuff.
Thank you. Yes, we just leave it in the box.
What's your name, mate?
£2.
Two.
Right, so how much
I'll keep these with the paper. These are useful.
There you go, mate. Sorry, smallest I've got.
So I'll just change it very youngly.
The cushions for sale.
Yeah, oh sorry,
That's all right.
That's £2 as well.
I'll take that as well. So 16. Yeah. Perfect.
About that.
Amazing. Excuse me, mate.
Yes.
You got any Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
You got any Pokemon cards?
Yes. Yes.
Guy grabbed me earlier on about them.
You'll come round here.
Yeah.
Sit about.
Alright, see you later,
What are you looking for them, mate?
I've got some under there, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about them because I don't know. They're Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, what do you think?
So, with the Pokemon, it's mostly bulk, what are called bulk. There's no sort of shinies or rares or anything like that in there.
None, no.
Yeah. Do 10 on the Pokemons if you want rid of them.
Can't do it, not
Yeah.
10, no.
Yeah,
no.
just because it's only bulk. So,
No, I know. I can do 15 for you.
So what, do 20 for the lot.
No, I'm going to keep them.
Keep them, that's
no,
fine.
I'm going to keep them. They're £5 each.
All £5 each?
Yeah.
Do 12.
14, yeah.
13.
Go on then.
That's all the cash I've got.
You like me?
There you go.
It's further than the actual. You see, what we do, we put it on the ground. I went, no, mate, this is good, then. Get it off the ground. You know what they're doing, ABS light, do you know what I mean? The instrumented never looked in the motor once. Walked around the motor on the outside, she went, yeah, it needs finally. How much she went?
Right, do £2 for free. Yeah.
You want granddad baby? No? You want donut? You want donut? Quicker. You away.
Bacon, they're too strong. Too very strong. Lose the lose. There you go, mate.
And you said pound. Yeah. No, that's fine.
What's she having a bag of pops?
Sorry? Look at that from. Oh, good.
Down there.
Yeah. 150.
Pound? Yeah.
Do they didn't hang us, darling?
How much do you have on these, mate?
They're 50, but I wouldn't drink them. They're well out of date.
Oh, no, I'm not drinking them.
Purely for collecting.
Yeah, well, I'll take that one, 50.
It's like the cereal. Don't eat that.
I've got one of them as well at home. That's in the loft, but yeah, I wouldn't eat my one either. Amazing.
No problem.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate. Have a good day.
You too.
All 90s, 2000 stuff. Nothing very old, but I had somewhere, yeah, I'm just digging them out. Just got to find them. I think. DVDs. And here, box. I do that. I do that.
Do you have on your games?
£2 each.
£2 each.
For the big ones and £1 for the little ones. Well. Yeah. Sure I have more than that.
Do you do 35 for both boxes?
I do 40, mate. I do 40.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Super
There you
stuff.
go.
Thank you.
What other bits have you got? Might as well look while I'm here.
I've got more DVDs, but they're not music ones.
Right, no, that's fine.
No, DVDs, videos.
I think that's the whole for the concert. Isn't it? Yeah. Original masters.
Yeah.
there'll be bits kicking around. This is like the last of it, I think, until I find another box in the corner of the loft.
I thought something you could see, because that's just an empty box as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's always nice. How do you find the box? I can keep hold of the box.
I'll do 8, mate.
You'll take it? Yeah.
Cheers for that, fella.
Do you have a silver PS2?
I was going to do them 10 quid each. They do work, they're just a bit scruffy.
Yeah. Just the consoles? Have you got the...
Yeah, no, just whatever's in here, in the bags, yeah.
Do 20 for the lot? Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting
You don't even need to set up, I'll just clear out for you.
I don't want to be sitting here all day, so...
There you go, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are back from the boot fair, and what an absolutely cracking day. Got some pickups that I did not expect to find. Was absolutely over the moon. Yeah, a lot of the time didn't know what to do, but yeah, as you saw from the video, yeah, some really cracking finds. So I am going to leave the big bundle find to the end, because that was a very interesting one to go through. But the first pickup we're going to look at, what one shall we do? I'll tell you what, we'll do this one first. And it was an Xbox 360. This is one of the models of the Xbox 360 that I was missing to have a complete run. But since reviewing the consoles that I've got, I have seen I am missing one more original white Xbox, the original arcade. So I'm going to have to try and track that one down. I've got a couple of them, but all of them are Red Ring of Death, which is just no good. But the one that we picked up today was the Xbox 360E. So this was the last version, I believe this was the last version of the Xbox 360 that was released. I've got, I originally had an Xbox 360 Slim. I bought that, I bought it new from game, can't remember when, but I know I'd had my PS3 for a couple of years, and there was a couple of games that I wanted to play on the 360, so I bought my Slim. Never got hold of the E, and I will admit I haven't had a chance to test this one out yet. Now, all of this boot fair actually happened, what are we getting at, about 2 months ago for me, and all of this stuff has just been sitting in the corner of my dining room waiting for me to film this part of the video. So I've been looking forward to filming it, but yeah, I haven't really gone through a lot of it. So I haven't had a chance to test this yet, and I'm actually filming this part of the video earlier on in the day when it gets released, so don't think I'm going to get to test this before I get the video up. But we ended up paying £10 for this. The buyer was, the seller was very steadfast. She wasn't going to take less than £10, and for me, I thought £10 was worth the risk of being able to actually finally add one to the collection. Because every time I've seen them, everyone's been pricing them at £40, and yeah, I'm not going to pay that for an Xbox 360 because they're very hit and miss as to whether they work. But looking online, CEX are selling these for £65. That is complete with chargers, controllers and everything. I don't think this one it come with the power cable, but it didn't come with the controllers or anything like that. But yeah, and then eBay console only is £40. So for £10 it was worth a pickup, and yeah, hopefully it works and it's all good. Then next up, I've just got to move a couple of bits. We got a tip from a viewer. So there is a viewer that goes to both the Saturday and the Sunday boot fairs that I go to, and at this Sunday boot fair they gave me a bit of a tip of a seller that was selling some Pokemon cards. I do have to apologise. Every time I've seen you at the boot fair 3 or 4 times since, and I keep forgetting to ask your name, so a massive apology. But they pointed me in the direction of this seller, and they had a box of Pokemon cards. Hopefully you can see them all. I've sorted through them, and 99% of the box, well, half the box is energy cards, so I've just bundled those together, but the other half of the box, I'd say 99% of those are all base set collections. So you've got the original base set, Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, and base set 2, which was absolutely amazing because those are the sets that I'm really trying to get hold of at the moment. I am trying to build an original base set, or base set unlimited collection. And now because of this, and something that's coming up in next week's video, but I'll leave that until next week. I've got quite a good run now of base set cards. So yeah, really chuffed with that. But going through these, there were a few fakes, but all in all, they were all pretty much genuine. And yeah, really happy to pick them up. The seller also had some Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh. If he had done a good price on them, I probably would have picked them up, learnt a bit, and probably sold them on. But yeah, as a collection standpoint, I've got no real interest in Yu-Gi-Oh. But for the box of Pokemon cards, we paid £14, and I think for that price, well worth it. Some really good pulls in here as well. Obviously, CEX doesn't sell anything like that, but an equivalent set on eBay, a similar sort of amount of cards, you're looking at £40. So yeah, really good pick up there. Then next up, we've got a PS3 game. It's the only PS3 game for today. It's Enemy Territories Quake Wars. It is box complete, which is good. We paid £1 for that one. Looking online, CEX charging £2, and on eBay you'd pay £4. So yeah, not a massive saving, but still, it's not one that I've seen before, so I decided to pick it up to add it to the collection. Then we've got an Xbox 360 game, and I believe, no, this didn't come with the Xbox, this was separate, and it's DJ Hero. So I keep seeing the DJ Hero controller at the boot fair, but when I've looked at them in the past, they've not had the game in. So I thought, I saw the game, the seller wanted £1 for it, and I was like, do you know what, for that price, I'm just going to pick it up. And then if I do see a controller going cheap, I can pick that up. As long as it's in the box, then I'll probably grab it. But yeah, I want to pick it up. Never played any of the DJ Hero games, but yeah, thought it was worth a pick up. Looking online, CEX are charging £1 for that, so no saving there. But on eBay, you'd pay £3.50. So not massive savings, but still, it's another one to add to the collection. Then we've got two more bits before we get to the big haul that we got from that seller, I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I think you all know what one I'm talking about. So the first or second to last pickup is a bottle of water. And I'll be honest, I've left the bottle of water downstairs, but I will stick a picture up just here. And it is the Princess Leia themed Volvic bottle of water. It's sealed, still got the water in and everything. I have got the collection of these. I've currently got the Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper and Boba Fett. And it was the Leia one that I was missing. So I've now got a set of 5 of the original. These were original bottles that were brought out. I want to say they were brought out for the release of The Last Jedi. Or not The Last Jedi. The Force Awakens. But I'm not too sure. I can't remember exactly when they were released. I'll find out and I'll put a little note. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry about that, my battery ran out. I really need to start remembering to charge the battery on my camera, or at least plug it in. Because, yeah, I keep filming videos and the battery runs out part way through. But, so the Princess Leia bottle, I'm not too sure when it was released, so I'll have a look online, and if I can find anything, I'll put a little message just down the bottom. Looking on eBay, these sell for about £10. So that was a really good price of 50p. Seller did have a couple of others, but as I say, I already had them in my collection, so wasn't going to pick them up. And then the next bit that we've got is a carrier bag, and it is a carrier bag of 90s goodness. Now I know that the channel is all about gaming, but I do like to sprinkle a couple of retro bits in. And this one is a real retro find, especially for me. It is a bag absolutely chocked full of Pogs. Now, I was massively into Pogs when I was in school. These were the Pokemon cards of my day. My day, it makes me sound ancient. And yeah, I was just walking around the boot fair, saw them. I saw the bag, had an idea what was in it, but opened it up, saw the amount that was in there, and yeah, just had to pick it up. Asked the seller what they wanted for them, and they only wanted £1. I could not give them the £1 quick enough. Now, when I was younger, you used to be able to get a Chubba Chub set, so the Chubba Chub lollipops. So you would get a holder for the Pogs. You'd get a couple of Chubba Chub themed Pogs, a couple of lollipops, but then you'd also get a metal slammer, and the metal slammer was devastating when you were playing. I think I was one of the early adopters of the metal slammer in my school, and yeah, you would literally just flip. Basically, the way that you used to play Pogs, for those of you who don't know, you would essentially stack them all up with the pictures facing up. The idea was to hit the stack so that the stack flipped over, and if you'd done that, you essentially kept all of the Pogs. So these metal slammers, they just dominated to the end that a lot of people would refuse to play with you if you had a metal slammer. I've still got my original Pogs. I think they're up in the loft somewhere. I hope they're up in the loft somewhere, because yeah, I don't think I'm going to get hold of one of my metal slammers again. But yeah, looking online, a collection similar to this of Pogs on eBay, you'd be looking at about £40. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I've had a quick look through them. I know that there's a good mix of Pogs, Tazos. I think there's a couple of sealed Pokemon Pogs in there as well. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And then we're going to quickly get on to the last big pickup of the day. So we had the big bundle that we picked up, but then I also picked up a couple of other little bits from the seller as well. The first bit that we picked up was, we actually picked up a bag of PS2s. Now there was 2 fat PS2s and 2 slim PS2s. Main reason I picked them up was I wanted one of the slim PS2s, and that was the silver one. So I've got the fat version of the silver PS2. I've got a black slim PS2 and the black fat PS2, but didn't have the slim. So I saw it, wanted to pick it up, had a look inside, and it does come with Lord of the Rings The Third Age, which is a game I think I've already got in the collection. But yeah, just wanted the console itself. I'll be honest, I can't remember if I've tested this or not. I may need to have a look. I know that the other PS2 Slim that I picked up in this list, in this lot, the laser was faulty on it, so I'm going to need to probably replace the laser on that. May need to replace the laser on this, but if this does need replacing, I will be getting it done pretty much straight away. It needs a bit of cleaning. There's some marks on that on the top. Hopefully they'll sort of come off easily enough, and then it won't be too bad. But all in all, we paid, I think it was £5. I think we paid £20 for the 2 bags of PlayStations, so it worked out about a £5 for that one. But while I was going through the bags, there was a couple of controllers in the bottom. I think I saw one of them, which was the standard black PS2 controller, but then I saw a pink PS2 controller. Now I knew that they did a pink PS2 because I've been looking for one for a while, and a bit annoyingly I found one about just over a week ago on Facebook Marketplace. Arranged to go to the seller, and then the morning of messaged them to say that I was leaving, for them to just come around and say, oh no, we've already sold it. So was a bit miffed, to say the least. But yeah, I found this in this bundle and was really happy because yeah, the pink PS2, both the controllers and the consoles, are quite hard to get hold of. They're quite expensive as well. So yeah, really chuffed with that. That was essentially a freebie that was in the bag. And yeah, so looking online, CEX are selling them for about £22, and on eBay, surprisingly enough, on eBay you can pick them up for about 15, which isn't too bad. The silver PS2, obviously, as I say, we paid £5 for that. £60 for that on eBay, on CEX, but that will be complete with the silver controller, which I do have on the shelf up there, come with my fat silver. But yeah, so that comes with all the cables. But if we picked it up for, we can pick it up for £30 on eBay as console only. So that was a really good pickup at £5. Then next up, I grabbed a couple of bits out towards the end. The first one was the Pokemon. I think it's Sun and Moon. Pretty sure it's Sun and Moon. 3DS case. So this looks like it's going to fit a 3DS XL, which is quite good. So we've got a slot there for some games, and then the sleeve where the actual Game Boy itself will go. To be quite honest, I picked it up purely because it was Pokemon. No other reason than that. So that worked out, I think I paid £1 in total for the next for this and the other next two things that I'm going to talk about. So that works out about 33p. Then I picked up a Sony PS2 DVD remote. I don't have one of these at the moment, so I picked them up. Didn't realise at the time that it needs a an IR adapter. Now I think this will work natively. Yeah, so with the slim PS2 it has an IR port on the front, whereas the fat version doesn't. So I think this will work with a slim PS2, but it won't work with the fat PS2 unless I get the adapter, which is fine. I will keep my eye out for the adapter, and if I do find one, then I'll pick it up. But for the remote itself, they sell for about £1.50 on CEX and £5 on eBay. Then we picked up a big box PC game, and this is Heart of Darkness. I recently picked this up on the PlayStation 1, so yeah, it was quite an interesting one to see at the boot fair. It is literally just the box and the jewel case, but yeah, another nice game to add to my ever-growing big box collection. I've been picking up quite a few recently, including that massive bundle that we got from one of the charity shops a little while ago. So that one doesn't sell on CEX, but it's £20 on eBay. And then, right, let me move some bits so that I can get this box out without damaging anything. I don't want my tablet going anywhere. There we go. Got a massive basket there of both Spectrum and Commodore 64 games. Looking through, I'm just going to have to scroll up on my tablet. So there are 82 games in total. There are 29 ZX Spectrum games and 53 Commodore 64 games. Now I put that down there because it's quite heavy. I grew up playing the ZX Spectrum. My dad had one when I was a kid, so I grew up playing games like Turtles, Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy. Yeah, absolutely love the Spectrum. As I've grown up, I've been a bit gutted that I didn't keep hold of it. And then the thing is whenever you look at the actual Spectrums themselves now, you're looking at a starting price of £150. So yeah, very expensive to get hold of. I am aiming to get hold of one this year though, especially now that I've found all these games. So originally when I went up to the stall, I saw a box of music VHSs, and I was looking to pick them up for the resale channel. And while I was going through them, I saw literally out the corner of my eye someone else come up and start looking through that box. And as soon as I realised what was in the box, I was like, I'm potentially do a bundle deal here. I think I can't remember what the original price was I chucked out, but in the end up he went for £40 for the box of VHSs and the games. And yeah, at that I was going to pick them up all day long. Yeah, really chuffed. I don't know how much of the whole interaction I got filmed, because I think I might have stopped, then carried on looking, waiting for the wife to come and help me get everything back to the car, because obviously I had that box, I had two carrier bags with the PS2s in, plus the extra couple of bits, and then I ended up picking up the Xbox 360 on the way back to the car as well. So yeah, ended up with quite a fair bit, but it worked out that we paid £30 for all of the Commodore and Spectrum games. I've gone through, what I'll do is I will stick a list up now of all of the Spectrum games that were in that collection. As I say, there was 29, and going through all of the games, looking at prices on eBay, if we were to buy all of the Spectrum games on their own individually, we would be looking at paying £154 from eBay. So absolutely cracking there. And then with the Commodore games, as I say, there was 53, and I will stick a list up there. I'll probably have to split it over a couple of screens. If we were to pick up all of the Commodore games from eBay, we would be looking at £283 and 50p. A lot of the games range anywhere between £5 and £2.50, but there are a couple there that do command a bit higher a price, which was really good. So the total spend on the Spectrum games was £30. The total price, if we were to pick them all up from eBay individually, we would be looking at £437 and 50p. So absolutely cracking bargain. Some really good games. Unfortunately, none of the games that I remember as a kid, but I think once I manage to get hold of a Spectrum, I probably will look to track down original cassettes for those games. And that is all of the pickups for today. But before we wrap up the video, let's have a quick look at the totals. So total spend today was £63.50. If we picked everything up that we could from CEX, we would have paid £151.50. And then if we picked everything up from eBay, being an absolutely astronomical £657 exactly. So yeah, just absolutely crazy what we managed to get today. Really, really chuffed, and I've now got to work out where to put them. I need to ease up on the big bundles, but a bit of a spoiler, I don't, because I've got an even bigger bundle coming up of Xbox 360 games. I've got a problem, I know. But with that said, that is going to wrap up today's video. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. We have just recently hit the 500 subscriber milestone for the channel, so we are now pushing on to 1,000, and I can say that I have already started putting together the prizes for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I think I've got 5 so far, and I'm aiming to have at least 10, but yeah, we'll see. There may even be more than that. So with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.